Hello everyone, this is Hong Long from Hong Long Wuxia. According to organizers, just over 1,200 people participated in the rally on Sin City's celebrated Strip to demand an end to the ongoing genocide taking place in Gaza. There were around 1,000 attending the rally at the fountain in front of the Venetian, but as the demonstrators marched to Flamingo Boulevard and back, the numbers swelled dramatically. Demonstrators correctly placed much of the responsibility for the carnage being unleashed on the Palestinians on the U.S. government, which has sponsored its client Israel to the tune of billions of dollars annually in military weaponry, which is now being used to ethnically cleanse Gaza and raze it to the ground. Everyone referencing Biden referred to him as Genocide Joe, and one of the loudest chants was, "Biden, Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide." And "Biden, Biden, what do you say? How many children did you kill today?" Those who took part in the demonstration came from all walks of life. There were Palestinians as well as Arabs from other states. There were Native Americans, blacks, Asians, white, and Hispanic participants. There were children, some not even able to walk, as well as elderly. While the majority were the youth, there was ample representation from all age groups, and the one thing that all of them had in common was their revulsion for the unfolding genocide in Gaza. A statement by the World Socialist website editorial board issued a short time ago stated that during the Holocaust, the Nazis were able to transport millions of Jews to gas chambers without the world being aware of it. But now masses of people all over the world are witnessing a genocide in real time through modern communication technology, and they are being galvanized into action. Each demonstration against genocide here in Las Vegas has been larger than the last, and this is being seen internationally as well, with reports of millions taking to the streets around the world, with some reports that 2 million people took part in protests in Jakarta, Indonesia. And this despite the unrelenting barrage of fascistic propaganda demonizing the Palestinians and glorifying the IDF. Much of this propaganda involves the accusation, which we have seen quite a bit of in the recent period, much more pronounced now, that all criticism of the Israeli state in particular, or Zionism in general, is anti-Semitic. Forgetting, of course, that Netanyahu is hated by the majority of Jews living in Israel, who were, until very recently, engaged in a struggle against him and the entire state for attempting to create an executive dictatorship with Bibi at its helm in order to protect him from jail time for corruption charges. And now all criticism of this fascistic slug is labeled as anti-Semitism by the bourgeoisie. Apparently the Orthodox Jews being beaten by the IDF are anti-Semitic as well. It should be noted that the origins of modern anti-Semitism stem from the same sources that are now slandering those standing up for the slaughter of the Palestinians. Hitler did not despise the Jews because of Rothschild the banker, but because of Marx the socialist. He despised the labor movement, and specifically socialism, which was everywhere led by, or had in its leadership, those of Jewish descent. And just as these bourgeois charlatans did nothing then to stop the trains running to the gas chambers or from deporting Jewish immigrants back to Germany, so too now they lift not one finger to stop the slaughter that they themselves had paid for. Now, while some of the organizers of the rally were in the DSA, their national leadership stands fully behind the slaughter in both their support for Genocide Joe, as well as with the votes of their members in Congress for military aid to Israel, most notably Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Supposed Democratic Socialist Senator Bernie Sanders said on Sunday talk shows that he opposes a ceasefire, exposing himself yet again as a run-of-the-mill bourgeois con man without the slightest conception of what it entails to be a socialist. There is only one force that can stop this carnage in the present drive to World War III, and that is the world's working class. Last week, in the first stand of its kind, Belgium logistic workers responded to calls from Palestinian trade unions stating that they would no longer move materials bound for Israel. This is the kind of movement we need.